And if you're just listening to this, we're going through the 8 pillars of business, really, that I've gleaned from doing over 1,600 episodes. Again, we took the 1,600 episodes, 1,600 plus episodes, and they became hundreds of CEO hacks and CEO nuggets and information we can learn from CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business owners. And then it drilled down into the 16, what I called pillars then, but is now the themes that were consistent around business. And one of them is don't forget about the human part of business. And that is what brought us to the 8 pillars. The 8 pillars are really those foundational elements that are going to help you to level up within your organization. And what I wanted to do with each of these episodes is drill down a little bit further into each of these 8 pillars, not to give you all the information, because you can consistently learn about each of these pillars. And these pillars aren't definitely separated. They aren't siloed. They are very much so interconnected. But sometimes if you have the opportunity to really focus on one, it could be and have that dramatic an impact upon your business. So with this one, we're going to focus on people in the human part. That's pillar number 4. So just to give you a little bit more of a recap, if you haven't listened before, the first pillar was entrepreneurship and focusing on the journey. The second one was strategy. The third was your offering or your product or service. The fourth is going to be people / the human part, which is what we're going to talk about today. Then we're going to talk in a little bit more about operations / the legal side. Number 6, we're going to go into visibility. 7, financial. We're going to close everything out with the biggest one, I think, and one of the most impactful ones, I think, is technology. So with each of these different pillars, we're going to drill down more and more and more so you can learn more about what it's like to be a CEO, entrepreneur, and business owner, and how you can make that impact into your business and what that looks like. So one of the biggest things that we often hear, but sometimes we don't internalize entirely, is understanding the human part of business. And the reason I want to say human rather than people, because often you hear about human capital, you hear about how important it is to make sure that you're bringing on the right people, you're creating an environment for them to excel and for them to succeed. But we often forget about the human part when we're talking about the clients that we want to connect with. We just want to take our product or service and just tell them this is what they need and this is why they need it, without actually having that connection, that interaction, that communication that comes from even some of the other pillars, the marketing, the sales, the visibility part. We often just say, okay, this is what we are great at. This is what we've created. This is why it's cool. And forget about that human part and how we're actually connecting with the people that we ultimately want to serve.